Alright guys, welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today I am going to be breaking down two trades that I took on gold, and also two other trades that happened on gold as well that I didn't take. But gold today was awesome. And I'm also going to be breaking down a US 30 trade that also happened today, a setup that I didn't take because I already won on gold, and it actually ended up winning. That US 30 setup ended up winning, so I'm going to break it down for you guys as well. Today was a wonderful day to be trading. 11:20, so November 20 of 2024. Actually, in quarter four, I think this has been the best day for supply and demand, low key, because supply and demand has been super dry lately. On quarter four, it has been super trash, but today it was actually a good day. As always, make sure that you guys join the Discord. I am going to be live trading with you guys every single day, all right? And that's the only way to get in these positions with me in the same time with me and trade live with me. If you guys join the Discord, the link will be in the description. So with that being said, let's get started with the video of today. So I'm going to replay over here. Go to the replay really quick. And first thing we're going to do, I'm going to mark the highs over here. These highs, which is the main point of structure over here on gold. That is the main point of structure, the main highs that we had. All right. Now, if we go to the session, yes, we have been creating in the session, the New York session, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now higher high, and it looks like we're creating a higher low. So this is also a minor high. That is a minor high, and this is the main high over here. Let me actually put a this type of line over here on the minor highs, and then we know these are the main highs over here on the points of structure. Now, one of the things that you guys should have seen that I saw today, and this is why I was bullish on gold, is that the 1 hour short is now bullish. We have gaps to fill over here. We are sitting above the 200 EMA, and we're holding that support, and this is a double bottom formation, guys, right here that happened. So the low from yesterday New York session to the low today at London session made a double bottom over here, and we had a full reversal day today on gold, a full reversal from what happened on Asian session, and then the consolidation on London, and then full reversal on New York. All right, so of course we still have to wait for the setup, because if you guys see early in the session, there was nothing going on, like no demand or anything to buy and get a position, So in this case, what could you have done? So here was your first chance. All right, you guys see how this rejected the 13 EMA. It left a red candle over here that never tapped. It was supposed to be a demand right here. You guys know that we're looking bullish on the higher time frame. We're bullish on the 5 minute. It is looking like a full reversal. We have a double bottom on the 1 hour, above the EMAs on the 5 minute as well. So everything is looking great for buys. So you guys could have taken this position right here, all right, with an entry right here, and the stop loss right there, and then you aim for your 1 to 1. That would have been the first position that you guys could have taken on gold, which actually ended up hitting TP. Now, let me actually tell you something. I wouldn't have taken this position, and I didn't take this position. Yes, we're going with trend. Yes, it's still a valid setup because you have a clear bias, so you're taking a demand. There was actually buying pressure coming from this level, so that is clearly a demand. It also has a gap right there, but one of the main things that I look at, and the main reason why I didn't take this trade, was break of structure. There wasn't any break of structure, neither a minor break of structure, and there was not even a major break of structure neither. So we didn't even have a minor break of structure. At least I need a minor break of structure. So if you would have broken that high first before retracing to the demand, all right, if it would have broken that high, even if it was only this high, even if it didn't break the major highs, that's fine, but we still have a minor break of structure showing bullish momentum and higher highs, and then come back, I would have taken that position. But how I didn't break the structure, I didn't take it. However, it is still a valid position because we're still above all the EMAs, and you have a clear bias. So if you're having a clear bias, which is bullish, this could have still been a good setup. We can call it like a C D setup. All right, it's not an A or an E or a B setup, but it's something that you can take. Sometimes it might win. It will not have a high win rate because again you're going with the trend and everything, but you didn't have break of structure or anything, so you didn't have enough confirmations to get on the setup. But again, you still have your gap, you still have your buying pressure. It was still in EMA right there, the 13 EMA, and also the most important thing that I saw was the buying pressure. Like this candle, once it opened, it pushed down a little bit and then it started pushing back up with a lot of strength, like super fast on live price action. So that could have been a very nice reason to get on the trade as well. So if you will have taken that trade right there, you will have taken a chance on it. Sometimes like risking some money actually plays out. Like scary money doesn't make money, if you have heard that. But in this case, you will have won right there. All right. Now, where is the second setup that people don't see it? So right here, at this point, as soon as we rejected that demand, we broke the minor highs right there. Now we have a new high, and we also broke the major highs. So if you guys see where the line is, that is the major high right there. And if you guys go to this live price action or the replay right here, the candle that we're at, we actually went above it. So that is a brand new high, breaking minor structure and breaking major structure. Where is the gap, guys? A lot of people keep asking me, are those high probability setups? They are high probability setups, guys. They are high probability setups because just because they tap on the next candle doesn't mean that they are low probability. Look at it right now. They say that we're trading live. The candle just closed. Is there a gap? Yes, there's a gap on the market. The gap is from here to the closure of this candle. All this price right here, that is a gap in the market that we need to fill. Sometimes the gaps might get filled, like for example, this candle right here is a demand and it has a gap right there. That is a gap that we need to fill. It didn't fill the gap immediately. It went up. Maybe sometime in the future we come back and we fill that gap. But it didn't do it immediately. Alright. Sometimes you're gonna get this scenario. Sometimes you're gonna get the second scenario, which is that we fill the gap immediately. Alright, which is the case right here. The next candle literally filled the gap right there. Alright. Now there is a couple requirements on these type of setups that I am going to be explaining on the course, on the supply and demand course, of what are the requirements to get on this setup. Because just because we, let's say, I cannot say much because I'm leaving the content for the course, but there is a couple requirements that you need to know before getting on this setup. I don't take every single setup that looks like this one because I have to follow specific stuff that guide me in the decision of like, should I take this setup or should I not take this setup. Let's leave it like that. All right, so in this case, this is a setup that you should have taken, and this is a setup that I sent to the signals group that we was taking together. All right. So here we had a gap. Next candle filled the gap up. All right. It rejected the zone. Next candle went all the way back down. Look to the 13 EMA and started coming back up. Huge rejection at the zone. Went all the way back down past the 50. Like let's say 50% retracement inside the box. It went past the 50% retracement, tapped the 13 EMA and completely reversed and actually closed with a super bullish candle. That is a nice bullish candle right there. So your entry should have been right there. This is the entry that we took together, me and the signals group. And then your one-to-one should be right here, which trade won in like 10 seconds. It was super fast. This trade was super fast. It hit TP in like 10 seconds or less. And people was going crazy right there in the signals group as well. So we took that setup, won. All right. Now we have a brand new high with closures of candles and everything. We already know that we're bullish. What was created, guys? This is the third setup on gold. Another demand. 13 EMA inside. What happened, guys? This is the second trade that I took of the day. I took it by myself. I didn't send it to a signals group because I know that when demands win back to back, there is a high probability that you are going to lose on these next ones. Like for example, this demand won, there is a high probability that this demand might lose. All right, because we don't see too many back-to-back setups winning, back-to-back. So that this was a very risky trade. That's why I went lower on the risk, and I didn't even send it to a signals group or anything. We was already off the trading space and everything that we have there in the morning. So in this case, I waited for the tap. It tapped right there, started coming back up, and gave me the break of the candle right there. I got in right there, put the stop loss below the 13 EMA and below that candle low right there. And I was just aiming for a 1-to-1, which the 1-to-1 was slightly above this high, if not like the same high right there. So this candle came all the way back down, almost stops me out, rejected the 13 EMA. You guys can see it didn't stop me out right there. This is the importance of placing your stop loss where I'm saying to place a stop loss and not whatever you want, because if you have put the stop loss too tight, you will have lost and then it will have won. And it will have gone in your favor. You will have missed the trade, you lost money, and then you lost profits that you could have made if you stayed on the trade. So very important to put the stop loss right there, and then 1-to-1 hit. All right. And what happened now? This is the third setup that won on gold. Brand new high created. So this is the previous high. Now we just went above that high. So now we have a new higher high on the price. What was left behind? Another demand, guys, right there. All right. It took a couple candles to come back. Boom, it tapped right there. Immediately rejected it. Rejected the 13 EMA as well. Your entry is going to be at the break of the candle right here. Stop loss goes below that candle low. And then you aim for that 1-to-1 once again, which is at exactly at the previous high. So taking these highs over here. And then next candle broke the candle, you enter the trade. It didn't stop you out. Again, importance of placing the stop loss, what I'm telling you, below the lowest point before entering, below the lowest point inside the demand. So it wouldn't have taken you out. You would have still been on the trade. It never reached the stop loss right there. You would have been on drawdown, but not taken out of the position. This candle rejected. It consolidated for a little bit, came back to entry point with a huge engulfing candle, and then the rest was history. Literally TPing one candle after that. So 4 setups back to back to back to back that won on gold, guys. This was ridiculous today, and if you didn't make money on gold today, you really need to pay attention on what you're doing, because you're missing a lot of opportunities in the market. This cannot be happening. This cannot be happening. And even if you didn't take gold, I'm gonna show you this other setup that I even have marked down. You guys can see it over here. This setup on US 30 past 9:30, which is the New York Stock Exchange open, was already past that time. It was 9:50. So this is the 9:45 candle that closes at 9:50. So this candle closed at 9:50. Your entry should be over here. Stop loss right there above that wick, and you're aiming for a 1-to-1. Let's evaluate this setup once again. We're sitting below the 200 over here, below the 13, below the 50. EMAs are shifting bearish. Break of structure clearly right here broke this low, broke these lows over here, and also even broke these lows over here. So we had 3 break of structures, left the supply. We have the 13 EMA confluence right there, literally rejected 3 times the supply. 1, 2, 3, never close a candle inside, so no candle closures. Next candle didn't give the candle break, so now you adjust your entry. If it breaks that low, you get in, and then your stop loss is still right there above that wick. Aim for a 1-to-1. Literally the rest was history. It went all the way back down, and it could have given you a 1 to 1.5, I believe even more. Yeah, like a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio. Right, 1 to 2.5 right there. Literally crazy. Like today was the best day hands down on quarter 4 to trade supply and demand. And if you guys didn't make money today, you really need to be paying attention, or rewatch all the YouTube videos that you guys have in this channel that I have done to help you guys out. Or if you still are missing stuff, you can join the Discord. If you still feel like you don't get it, join the Discord so you can be in the live sessions that we have every single morning, where I explain the breakdowns and what I'm looking at and what setups I'm taking over the other setups that I'm not taking, why I'm not taking them, why I'm taking this specific one, so you guys can learn a lot. And if you guys still need help and still have questions, you can also join the course. You can buy the course, which is going to be dropping soon. I already have a couple videos, but I have to announce the date that it will be released. It will probably be, I'm going on vacations next week, so it will probably be for like mid December. I'm aiming for at least the beginning of January, so I start the new year with a new course for everyone. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a lot. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.